Hello, Grace Community Church. This is Pastor Steve, continuing our journey cover to cover through the Bible. And today is July 5, one day after the 250th anniversary of our great nation. And since we're on that weekend, I encourage you in your prayer time today to pray for our nation. Pray that God would bless us and bring us together and help us to work together for the betterment of humanity. Hey, we're going today through the book of Psalms, and we're looking at Psalms 47, 48, 49, and 84, 85, and 87. What is it that unites these Psalms together? And it is depicted in part in this picture behind me. It's written by the sons or descendants of Korah. Now, you can just read that and not think anything of it, but if you've been keeping up with cover to cover, particularly closer to the beginning, you would have come across a story in Numbers 16 in which a man named Korah challenges Moses' authority. And in this challenge, God is not pleased because Moses has been acting to the utmost of his human ability to be a leader of this people and protects him. As an end result, Korah and his clan and his family line are judged. And what ultimately happens here is the ground swallows them up. It's a creepy story. But the scripture also makes it clear that his line, Korah, did not end, but there were others of his descendants that pressed on. I find this backstory very interesting because it gives us a glimpse of redemption. Do you ever hear the name of Dr. Samuel Mudd? He was the physician that worked on Abraham Lincoln after he was shot. And obviously, the fatal wound was not the doctor's fault, but it was said that that phrase that we have in our culture, his name is Mud, a non-complimentary phrase, originates from that episode of his failure to resuscitate Abraham Lincoln. As you actually study the etymology of the word and the phrase, it turns out that mud is not the real origins of the phrase, that it dates before him, but it's come down that way. And I want you to think for a moment that the sons of Korah carry with them this Bible story that is remembered and passed on. How your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, he was the one who made these accusatory statements towards Moses. But fast forward in time, and the sons of Korah are writing praise to the Lord. They're writing psalms elevating the Lord, speaking of our victory. He speaks of a tour of the city of Jerusalem in Psalm 48. It said, this is what God is like, and he is someone we can depend on till we die. Psalm 49 speaks of wisdom, that we have wealth, but what good is wealth? We end up in death the same way. But God will redeem his people, and he will snatch them up from the grave. Well, that is encouraging. And I think that might have even been a testimony of these folks that, our great-great-grandfather made a mistake. But God redeems mistakes and makes us new. And I end with this psalm here, which I have sung growing up as a teenager off a worship album. I remember this. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord my God. And the song ends with, for the Lord is a sun and a shield. The Lord bestows favor and honor. No good thing does he withhold from those whose walk is blameless. As I look at these psalms from the sons of Korah, I take heart that God can redeem a broken family line. Maybe your family line is broken, but maybe you're the instrument that God uses to redeem it and make us new. Hey, God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow.